at a courthouse. Gonna go in here and go plead not guilty on this charge of saying things on a video movie thread, making a movie that they found offensive during my movie. It's a whole thread is the movie. Especially the part Legend of the Flying Monkeys, another movie. But the whole thread is my documentary movie on the divine occurrence, and they just interrupted it with all the mistreatment, and I ended up getting distracted making a documentary about that too. Yahweh spoke to me in a dream. I'm trying to document that. Told me a bunch of things about the future. I'm trying to tell people that. Told me a bunch of things about the Bible. Telling people that. Trying to tell things about heaven. Told me things about heaven in my dream. I'm trying to tell people that in my thread. My whole thread is about all that shit. They take one little video out and punish me for something I said in that one little video when I was not me. It was not me. I had multiple personalities. That was not me. That was one of my personalities asserting himself as the pissed off guy that got mistreated in a mental institute and wanted attention on that doctor. And the mental institute to be shut down is like a prison in there. And I didn't do anything criminal to be locked in that prison in the first place. I got out and snapped off as another guy, a different me. Different me. It was a different me. With like the Eisenberg me. That was Eisenberg. Okay. That was not me. At all. Not even a little bit. No. I did the bar. And I don't mean it. I don't mean it. I didn't mean it. Seriously, I meant to want to sue the guy. And they took it as an offense, like someone wants to punch me in the face. If I go back in the hospital and they put me with that doctor to treat me, he's my victim. That's conflict of interest. I will punch him in the face. If I get back in that hospital, I might use the doorknob to kill myself with, because they're sharp doorknobs. The handle comes off them and it's slant. Nice good sharp corner in a mental institute you can just hit your temple on. And I told him that, and he's like, yeah, as if they're saying, go ahead. And he told me that in the mental institute, he deserves to be punched in the face. All of them do. They all need punched in the face for that specific shit. Like, hey, yeah, go ahead and kill yourself with the doorknob right there, sir. They need to be punched in the face for that shit specifically. Is what I was trying to get at in the video. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, huh? I'm sorry. And you don't mean to do that. Just kind of me stepping out as if the guy didn't mean to. And he didn't mean to. Get me in trouble criminally, I know. I'm sorry. He's sorry, I know he's sorry. I know he's sorry. Gotta be sorry. He hadn't said him so in my head or nothing. I don't hear him in my head. Nobody's psychosis. I speak words out my mouth. When I'm different personalities, I speak those personalities out my mouth. I am that personality. And whatever that personality wants to say comes out my mouth. I don't hear it in my head, you idiot. It's not voices in my head, you fucker. It's me different me's at different times. Multiple personalities. It's like that, specifically. I explain this over and over and over again. No one hears me. So here I'm at the courthouse. Livingston County Courthouse. Where they fucking hate my freedom of speech, and they disrespect my freedom of religion, and they don't give a shit about mental problems, and they say, oh, you're not mentally ill, you're criminal. They say that here at this courthouse. If you watch my videos, you can understand I got a little bit of illness. I'm sorry, they ain't wrong for locking me up in their jail. I will put my temple to the toilet bowl corner. They have stainless steel toilet bowls with lots of nice little corners on them, and I will put my temple to that toilet bowl corner when I go into the jail. That's what will happen to me. I will kill myself in the jail with the toilet bowl, or when they pass around razors, I'll take it apart and slit my fucking throat with it if I go to jail. That's what happens when I go to jail. I focus on shit like that when I'm in jail. I'm not suicidal. I love my life. I want to live a long time. But when I go to jail, I have no choice but to be suicidal. When I'm in prison or jail, that's the only way to escape to heaven, because I believe I would go to heaven. That's my religious belief, my religious faith. My faith, my belief, my freedom of religion says, hey, you get in prison over bullshit, you can just go to heaven. Real easily. That's a religious belief. It's my freedom of religion to believe that way. I'm not suicidal at all. Not even a little bit. I want to live a long time. I want to live free from being in prison because I'm mentally ill. Punished for my mental illness in a facility that's just like a prison. Just exactly like a prison. Nothing you do. Can't come and talk to you. If you try to talk to people, they get rude at you for talking to them. They don't give you doctors and therapists to work with you. They give you medicine, and they come by and say, hey, are you hearing things? No? Okay, bye. That's all the treatment you get from a doctor in the mental institution today. It's wrong. I need a different treatment. I have a different disorder than psychosis. I have trauma-induced issues. Trauma-induced identity issues from sexual trauma. I was molested. I was abused sexually. I was molested for 6 months when I was 9 years old. I was abused sexually before and after that. I had some things I shouldn't have seen. I watched my dad kind of make my mom sort of try to maybe, I don't know. She says he tried to. I don't know. She always said he raped her. Throughout her whole childhood, she's like, he raped me. And when I got older, she's like, no, well, he tried to rape me. Tried to me living room, we fought about it in the kitchen. I seen Dad on top of Mom on the kitchen table. He had to zip his pants up before he come got me. Kind of picked me up on his shoulder and came out of the house screaming and begging not to go. Trying stuff. I've been beat up for who I am, beat up for being girly. I wear fingernail polish. And I wear pink shirts and I wear girls' pants. People don't like it because I just look like a girl. Sometimes I am a girl. I feel like a girl.
Are you sure that we're not leaving? Nobody fucking here. You the only one?
It's a little bit early.
No, it's 2 minutes till 8.
We'll go talk to him and find out the court business session here. You better not have me tell me court's in Livingston and I have it in McCracken instead. They won't. It's gotta be here. The charges here. I'm gonna post this too. Just in case something happens to me, there's a record out there somewhere on YouTube. Don't take my post down. It's my YouTube thread, my documentary movie. And I don't mean to rant so much about all the social issues around me. I would rather talk about my dream of Yahweh and his son Yeshua, who told me to tell about the 10 Commandments and talk about heaven and how we misunderstood the book and why we're judging each other wrong all the time and why drugs is your freedom of religion. They shorten your life and the wages of sin is death. And that's just righteous. You're punishing yourself for your sins if you're a drug addict because you shorten your life with drugs. And the wages of sin is death. That just seems righteous to me, and that's my religious belief. Mine. I'm not trying to promote that for other people to believe, but that's my religious belief. And you're taking your religious freedom away by telling you you can't smoke weed to commune with demons. I happen to like to be demon-possessed, thank you. That's my religious belief. I sometimes am demon-possessed or angel-possessed. I speak with one or the other, the voice out my mouth, when I'm in that mental state. Not in my head, voices out my mouth. Okay? The whole me changes. And I'm no longer me, I'm one of them entities when I'm demon-possessed, which I do on purpose. Thank you. Through prayer and meditation, prayer to Yahweh, and meditation on Him.
Livingston County Courthouse.
And His Son, the 10 Commandments, helps me become demon-possessed if I want to. I can speak demon-possessed words when I'm in that state and write them down, and it's scary as bog sounding. I wrote a bunch of shit like that and sent to the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I channeled demons and I channeled angels and I channeled Scotty from Star Trek. That was Scotty for a little bit, writing down Scotty's science. I gave them subspace theory and subspace geometry theories. Wrote it all down for them and sent them to the White House. They're gonna love that shit. It's gonna help them with their science a little bit. I gave them simplified directions on how to build a bunch of different spaceships. I really did. A bunch of directions on how to build simply a bunch of different spaceships. And it sounds simple as fuck the way I put it, because it is simple as fuck the way I stated it on the papers. And I sent it to the White House, and I wish I would have kept a copy, but I sent my original copy to them. If they hide it, it's their ass. Get them for it. They should make it public.